Hello everybody and welcome to Practical Entertainment. My name is Logan and welcome to my initial reaction, the first initial reaction of MURICA Month, Rocky. Believe it or not, this is my first time watching the movie, even though it's gotten critical acclaim across the board. It's grossed so much goddamn money, in the box office. Cumulative worldwide gross, this is on IMDb, 225 million, so it's a small picture, no one really knows it. I can't believe it took me this long to finally watch it, honestly. Okay, so what is the movie about? Well, it's about a small-time boxer named Rocky Balboa, who's down on his luck. His relationship status has gone nowhere. His boxing career is almost dead at this point, and he has no money and is working for a loan shark until this undisputed heavyweight champion named Apollo Creed comes into Philadelphia looking to fill space for a fight, and decided on basically trying to market it as, trying to bring someone up and coming into the spotlight. And thus Rocky was thrown into the mix and has to train before the final fight. And that's basically it. It's I won't say typical underdog movie, because honestly, this was one of the first that did it really well. Hell, this won 3 Oscars and another 17 wins and 21 nominations. Jesus Christ. Okay, so this movie stars Sylvester Stallone, Talia Shire, Burt Young, and Carl Weathers. Oh, and Burgess Meredith. And they all play Rocky, Adrian, Paulie, Apollo, and Mickey, who, all of those characters, for the most part, are good. I will talk about that in a second. And I was actually surprised to see that Sylvester Stallone himself not directed, sorry, that goes to John G. Avildsen. I'm sorry, don't know how to pronounce that. The writer was Sylvester Stallone himself, which, Jesus, he has mad talent. Anyways, this movie is a really good movie. I don't really have to say much else. It's one of the classics. But I do have a few problems with it. One of the problems I have with it is there's one plot line that never really goes anywhere in the movie, and that's with this loan shark guy who constantly appears in the movie. Rocky is working for him, and you expect something to happen from that. Like, maybe Rocky says, I'm done with this business, I'm going somewhere else. Doing something like that, but nothing actually happens with it. It actually kind of left me kind of confused. Maybe in a sequel that's picked up on, I'm not sure. But, yeah. Also, Apollo Creed. This might sound stupid, but I didn't really like Apollo Creed as a character. Compared to all the other characters, he was honestly the weakest one in my opinion. I never had a reason to really fear him. I only really feared that Rocky would lose to him. Not necessarily because Apollo was good, because they never show us anything that... They never give us reason to say, yeah, he's good. Other than he's the undisputed champion. Which, that can only go so much without showing us what this champion can do. which eventually they do, and, you know, it's awesome. But it's just my opinion. I know it's kind of a dumb one, but that's just how I felt about it. Everyone's gonna have their own opinion about this movie. And the thing about this movie is that it's not an action movie, it's not something like that. It's a character study. A really good character study of Rocky Balboa. And it was very interesting all the way through. And one other thing, I think the ending kind of fell flat. To me, at least. It just kind of ended. To me, it seemed like there needed to be something more at the end. Like, what's Rocky gonna do after this? What's Apollo gonna do after this? Are they gonna have the rematch? Or are they actually not? I know there's the sequels and all that, but to me, I kind of want... Every movie should have a definitive ending, no matter what. Even in a series, it should have a definitive ending. It's like with Star Wars, you know. It's like if Star Wars Episode 4 just ended. Like in the middle of the Darth Vader and Obi-Wan fight. Like after that fight's over, the movie ends. It wouldn't sit well with you. And that's kind of the same thing here. It's a little bit of an exaggeration, I know, but that's just my opinion. Overall, I really, really liked this movie. If you haven't checked it out, you should. It is really good. But, yeah. Next week is going to be the... Oh, what is it? Yeah, the movie review. Sorry, tired. But next week is going to be the movie review of MURICA Month. I am not going to tell you what the movie is, like always. And then the week after that is going to be my podcast and my music video review. So stay tuned, and MURICA Month is only halfway there. Whew.